Hello, my dear friends. First of all, I will just get permission from my Jew friends that they particularly use a word Holocaust for the horrible ordeal that they went through during the Second World War. I may occasionally use this word for the partition of Pakistan and with the difference that I will call it perpetual Holocaust. Because after this Holocaust, there's a continuation of wars and bloodshed and violence and preparations and the making of nuclear bombs to adjacent countries. And moreover, I will just make clear that I am just making this video for 14th of August. I can speak for my own separated country, Pakistan. It is another thing that we were together, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and the present day India. I cannot say that I am celebrating this occasion particularly due to one reason, that my friends have been just saying to me to leave this country since 20 years, but I have been doggedly just striving here and I failed. And now I'm just trying to go outside to some European country, particularly the United Kingdom, from where we just got our so-called independence. The horrible thing is that during the rule of the English Empire, when we just resisted, we were called freedom fighters. And when we resist against these oppressive governments, we are called traitors. While whoever objects upon the present plight of Pakistan is the most patriotic person. I cannot tell a lie that I'm trying to go outside and I love Pakistan. I don't hate Pakistan. I love more than so-called lovers. But the problem is that I have only one life. All my poetry is rotting here. All my creativity. A story dies in me every day. A song dies in me every day. The difference between a human being, the chief difference between a human being and an animal is that there are two. A human being has its will, and second, particularly the more obvious, is that a human being has language. First of all, they deceived me in the name of language. My language is Saraiki, adjacent to Punjabi, and they coerced me to learn Urdu. I will not say anything against the Urdu people, because one day they were saying Pakistan Zindabad, and second day they were the citizens of India. I'm saying about the people from UPCP, whose language is our national language, whose dress is our national dress. What is national? Look, Our national game is hockey, while our madness is cricket. Our national language is Urdu, while our madness is English, because if you know English, you are an intellectual, you are a polished man, you are a future. All the competitive exams, medical exams, engineering exams, more than this, the respect in society is based on the power of your English language is the language that has been manipulated, used to keep us survive. I say it because they don't teach it to the poor children. They teach English to their own science. They send them to Oxford, whatever these institutes are, and they come back to rule us. After destroying so many years, I cannot get back my teenagers, 20s, 30s even. I finally am just leaving for UK. I mean, I'm not there as yet. There are many slips between the cup and the lips, but for the first time, I was very doggedly pursuing to live in Pakistan. I just tried my hard, wrote in the papers, published my books. Now, question is that they could not make a constitution. Well, what is a country? A country is our constitution. We had no constitutions till 1973. There were some attempts in 56 and 60s, but the best constitution we could make was in 1973. That had a fair share of shortcomings, but it was a constitution. In that constitution, it was pledged that Urdu will be made the national language and the official language of the country, and within 10 years, I mean, from 73 to 83. Today, all the competitive exams, engineering exams, medical exams, these things are just taken in English, and more horrible thing is that English is the asset of the rich people. I go to Marlton Park. There are three classes of people over there, lingually. First is the lower class who are speaking Punjabi. Second is a bit upper, they're speaking Urdu. Then there's a ruling class who are speaking English. You can visit Marlton Park or anywhere. English speaking people have a special respect. We wear that dress, and our real national religious game is cricket. Don't just think of Imran Khan. Imran Khan is another phenomenon. Cricket is perchance his language. And I belong to no party whatsoever. Nawaz Sharif's both sons, his grandson, they are just living there in London. And you see that. In London, Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus are living peacefully together. My sister also lives in London. My cousins who are government doctors over there. If all of them can live peacefully in London, why couldn't they live peacefully in India? They were living peacefully. Yes, there are incidents of invasions, and they are very old invasions, and we were very docile. We made a statue of Porus instead of Alexander. These are other things. But they were mostly living peacefully together. They were separated. Now, we, in the horrible events of 1947, we chopped off the breasts of each other's sisters. We Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus, and even Christians are among them. and we celebrate it on 14th and 15th August. Chopping of the breasts of a sister, we raped them, we kidnapped them, we killed each other in millions. We celebrate it. And after it, what did we produce? The most corrupt countries. No, I mean, just no, there was no sense of direction, in fact. We had, I mean, just some leaders, almost all the 19th century leaders were second rate leaders. And particularly in Muslims, if you look individually at each one, you will find it. And many of them were imported. Gandhiji from South Africa, Jinnah from UK, and they have a shady past and then shady present and shady future. Now, my talk is apparently unpatriotic. They decided. But I think that a patriotic person will say these things. Now, do we want to continue this nuclear madness after this Holocaust or pogrom or killing? As we just celebrate it, what are we really celebrating? We, both countries, did not get independence. Now Indians claim, and to a right extent, that our country was there, Pakistan was nowhere, and Bangladesh is a more tragic story that I don't want to deal with. You know why? 1971 is a more tragic story, horrible story. So, I request you to please stop this madness. Stop this greeting each other on 14th or 15th. We should have talk, thoughts, conferences that how can we avoid such madness again. Instead of making arms and munitions, instead of making guns and competing each other in parades on the border. No, we should come back to sanity. Just imagine how we are living peacefully in London, Canada, etc. We are Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Hindus. First of all, Hindus. What happens to us over there? What happens to us here? It means that this hatred is fictitious. It's a sham hatred. We are all humans. We should feel shameful to celebrate the madness that we displayed in 1947, before it and after it, by making wars with each other. Now, I don't go who was more blameworthy. You will call my country my army. I will call your country your army. It will never be solved. And you may be right. I may be wrong. This is what is our ending. This single idea. Then let us think. What is our future? How our resources are being plundered by the colonial powers till today, how they are getting benefit of it, and how Pakistan proved to be the worst country, because Bangladesh has gone far ahead Pakistan in human progress, human index and everything. After 71, everyone knows this. A traitor is not telling it to you. Muslim Pakistan is telling it to you. Why? When on the social media, some women or man from Europe or somewhere else asks me, where are you from? And when I write that I'm from Pakistan, many of them get silent, get scared. Hey, listen, my rulers, when I write I'm a Pakistani, people get scared. People look down upon me. And you just ordered me to say that I'm proud to be a Pakistani. If you are proud to be a Pakistani, you will further degenerate this country, decay this country. What are you making of it? And each and every word of me which I spoken here, take it into record. Because nothing is unpatriotic or against any institute, any sacred institute, any other thing or any religion. It's for humanity's purpose. Same I request my Indian brothers, my Bangladeshi brothers. And once I just said in my conversation that even today, at this particular moment of history, Israel can play a positive role. Though it seems to be just strange or paradoxical, but Israel can play a role to create a friendship between Pakistan and India and Bangladesh. Because Israel has got good relations with India till now. Same relation could be made with Pakistan. Let us pray, let us wish for a peaceful Pakistan, peaceful India, peaceful Bangladesh, peaceful and prosperous Israel. Thank you so much.